Hello, guess who it is? It's Mr. Miller, time for video 11. Today we're going to do some problems that are like the ones on the quiz, get you all ready for the quiz. There are 4 problems I want to take a look at. Here, in this first problem, this is a perimeter problem. It says, which values of x would make the perimeter of the rectangle below greater than 52? So the first step is to find an expression for the perimeter. Remember, this is a rectangle, so opposite sides are equal. And to find the perimeter, we add up all the x terms. So we have x, 3x, another x, and another 3x. Altogether, that adds up to 8x. Then we have the numbers. We have a negative 10 plus another negative 10 is minus 20. That's an expression for the perimeter. And we want it to be greater than 52 in this problem. So that's the inequality we get. And now we have to solve it. And our answer should be an inequality. It's not just one value. This is not an equation. We want all the values of x that would make it greater than 52. So here we go. Add 20 to both sides. And we get 8x is greater than 72. Oh, that is a really pathetic greater than sign. There we go. Divide both sides by 8. We don't have to flip because we're dividing by a positive number. We get x is greater than 9. So that's the answer, x greater than 9. An answer of just 9 itself would actually be wrong. That's what makes the perimeter equal to 52. We need an inequality. So on the quiz before, a lot of people just wrote 9 and got it marked wrong. The answer to this problem is an inequality. Okay, let's look at another problem. Problem 2, we kind of did one of these in class. It says, which of the following is not a solution of this inequality? Okay, so let's try this. We have to distribute. First off, we could put all the values in. That would work. I mean, we could do that. It takes a little time. We might as well just simplify this. So we have 4x minus 28 is less than or equal to 6x minus 48. We have an x on both sides, so I'm going to cancel them. I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. I get negative 28 is less than or equal to 2x minus 48. You guys are good at this, so I'm kind of flying through this. Plus 48 on both sides, using my basic moves. And we have 20 is less than or equal to 2x, or x is greater than or equal to 10. So like this. Remember, I kind of read it from the point of view of x. So the numbers that satisfy this inequality are numbers that are greater than or equal to 10. So it says, which of the following is not a solution? All right, so there might be more than one answer. This number is not greater than 10 or equal to 10. It's not a solution. This is not a solution. This one's not a solution. This one's not a solution. The only one that's not a that is a solution is 13. So on the quiz, there will only be one right answer. This is kind of a fluke here. But in this problem, we see that A, B, C, and D, all of those are not solutions because x need to be greater than or equal to 10. Okay, so that was kind of a weird problem. Usually multiple choice is one correct answer, but here there are 4 correct answers. All right, next. This is kind of a strange question. Number 3 here. It says, which of the following must be true? So if x is less than 7, which of the following must be true about negative 6x? Okay, so this problem is easy if you, like I said, if you know what you're looking for. So we're given x is less than 7, but the problem is talking about negative 6x. So how do I get something involving negative 6x when I just have x? The way to do it is multiply both sides by negative 6. So we're going to times by negative 6 on both sides. And we get negative 6x on the left. We get negative 42 on the right. And we have to flip the inequality. So if x is less than 7, multiplying by negative 6 shows us that negative 6x has to be greater than negative 42. So I had x and I had to think, how can I make this negative 6x? You can make it negative 6x by multiplying. All right, we're ready for our last question here. It says, what is the greatest integer b that satisfies this inequality? All right, so again, we could put numbers in and see which is the biggest number that works. All right, or we can solve it. So I'm going to go ahead and solve it. So 4 is greater than b over 2 minus 7. So we're going to add 7 to both sides. And I get 11 is greater than b over 2. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. I get 22 is greater than b, or b is less than 22. So I like writing it this way. B is less than 22. Okay, what's the largest number that is less than 22? It would be 21. So it turns out that 19 would work in this inequality, 20 would work, but the greatest integer that works is 21. 22 would make it equal, so 22 doesn't satisfy the inequality. So the answer to this is C, 21. Okay, so once you think about it a little bit, it's doable. So solve it. If you think b less than 22, the greatest integer that satisfies that has to be 21. All right, so remember, integers, by the way, are the numbers like -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. These are the integers, the whole numbers and their negatives. So when it says, what is the greatest integer? Those are the integers, whole numbers and their negatives. All right, it's time for the journal assignment. So here's 4 practice problems. These are very similar to some of the problems on the quiz, so I want you to kind of think about them and practice them before Friday. All right, so you might want to pause it, copy these down, and I'll be looking for this in the journal assignment. Just remember that the first one, the answer to the first one, is an inequality. Which values of x? Well, there are many. So your answer should be an inequality to that one. All right, good luck.